Alright, what's going on, guys? Bray here, guys. Another live stream. We are here on Black Ops 3 Zombies, talking today about DLC 2 of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Yeah, a little... What? Whoa, okay. I didn't even hear them say conversion generator in progress.
Okay, Doctor, you want to tell us just what your people have been doing here?
After we reached the catacombs at the dig site, my men began to get sick.
Thank you. Anyway, after all that happened, we are talking today about DLC 2 for Black Ops 6, The Tomb, which is essentially not a remaster of Origins. Why does my sensitivity feel crazy? Jeez, I don't know why it felt like my guy was zooming out here. And to be fair, I was looking into a lot of this stuff here, and I'm like, kind of like what's this map going to entail, right? Watch the trailer a couple times, just kind of see in a way like what to expect from the map in a way. And the first two things I wanted to kind of point out here, right? And like these two things, I think they're the good part of Black Ops 6, right? We're gonna get the positives out of the way first, and I think the two things Black Ops 6 has done correct was the actual map layouts. I feel like they make sense, they're good. There's a couple things that I would maybe change from them or whatever, but I feel like every map has something along those lines of like, oh, like this is good, but I do wish, so-and-so was, implemented, or, something along those lines, right? And most maps have that kind of quality to them. I mean, even, many people's fan favorite here, Origins, I think has a terrible, layout. Though everyone enjoys Origins, a game or two of it, doesn't mean it's this flawless map that, doesn't have any flaws to it or anything like that. Let's see, where is this last zombie? Like that, it's just not true. Also, they didn't even open to the... Is that the right one? It is. Or it's not. Let's grab this bad boy.
You have to help me. I'm trapped. I just want to go home.
Okay. But I do think with just between the actual layout of the map, I feel like for the most part, they did a pretty solid job with. I wouldn't go on the limb and say like, oh, like this is like they're the best we've seen. I still think some of the maps that, or some of the styles that they have decided to do in some of the maps, I still think they could have been better, just given like what other maps have already like shown like works and doesn't work in certain areas. I still think it's confusing that like people or that maps are still like missing certain elements to it, when like we have plenty of maps to determine like what works and what doesn't in certain situations. I think it's just silly that we're still like running around, I guess, trying to figure out what works still. That to me is just silly in zombies, and even Call of Duty in general, that we're still looking at that. Now, one thing I will say that I feel like they've done pretty well with is the boss fights as well. Is between, especially their, like, I guess, main maps of, like, Terminus. Like, I know, what's it called? Liberty Falls, though I don't think it's...
I'll be. Just found myself another...
It's not an excuse necessarily, but it was definitely supposed to be their easier map. But...
Heads up, the robot's coming this way.
Hey, buddy!
Something happening here.
Ooh, buddy!
Perhaps these unknown folks seek to help us. Watch your back.
Shall we do this real quick, brother? Say,
Different.
kind of gotta get in here to do it. All right.
To help me. Please.
Let
There
us.
is a way to open the gateway. My father was so close. He said,
Good money, good
I
money.
have to follow the steps.
Let's just
Burn, you son.
throw some grenades over there real quick. But I don't think they're like going into DLC 2 season. I think the one thing, or of some things that I'm worried about, I think
Bastards are appearing out of thin air.
I think the concern or anything along the concern lines of like, oh, I don't know if they're going to be able to,
Get their scent all over you.
or like if this is going to like work or anything like that. I do think wow, he would leave. Mans would leave. I really didn't want to play Origins solo, but I mean, here we are, I guess. I don't think we're necessarily going to do anything crazy out here. I mean, I definitely didn't want to like do any like Easter. I wouldn't mind doing the Easter egg, but definitely not solo. But we'll still grab this guy. We'll still see maybe about getting all the generators turned on. I mean, most of this is just going to be kind of talking, see what goes on here during as we stream and stuff, see what people come in and all that. But like going into DLC 2, I think that was one of my least concerns of between map layout. Like, I mean, the map looks solid. Like, I don't think there's a lot of concern with that, or people like having a concern with any of that kind of stuff, which I do think is good. I think it is
Thing just spat out a weapon.
very good for wow.
All right. I think
Well, that's solid. I think it's good for the community not to have that. I guess there's something for the community to actually at least hold on to. You know, like it's not like they're going into it, I guess, doubting all things. You know, it's like for me, there's a lot of other things I'm doubting with Black Ops 6 already, which we will get into shortly.
This recording.
But
It's one of the songs. It has to be.
Found a
one of
piece
the
a
songs,
staff.
it has to be. No, that's the
Trying to
Panzer.
remember. The staffs of the ancients were lost. Her father made copies.
Sure, let's do that.
You can get me out. You can open the gateway to Agartha.
Sounds like we got ourselves.
Samantha
a plan.
is going crazy out here.
Little girl.
Let us. We are going to grab Speed Cola as well.
Can't remember the last time I tasted sugar. My basic rations are barely edible.
Thing's leg is over here.
Careful, the robot's approaching. not gonna take that thing down in a million years.
Um,
One of those robots nearly
Very
crushed
nice.
us. First time I've had a clear look at it. Holy shit.
okay. Beautiful. Exiting Thor. But there's a lot of concern going into, for me at least. And again, you guys can let me know what you guys are concerned with Black Ops 6. As far as not necessarily what the map may entail, but more so how the gameplay is going to work. Because, like, my biggest thing right now is, I mean, it really is just the gameplay portions of things. Is I don't understand when, you know, they talk about, like, oh, this is what's going on with the, you know, call it, like, zombies and all that. And then, you know, oh, we know what, you know, the community wants and everything is what they always say. And yet, they give us mimics back. While still having the amalgams or whatever they're called. You know, they still have all these things that nobody kind of asked for, I guess you could really say it that way. But yet, that's what the developers are saying, like, oh, this is what we got. And in all honesty, that's how this DLC kind of seems. Is it's a potential like real back end for the community. And I think the biggest issue for me is the core gameplay of Black Ops 6 doesn't feel good to me. Like, the maps, again, Citadel de Mor, I think is very solid. Like, boss fight is very challenging. I don't think I've played it one solo. I know I haven't done it solo, but even playing it, I think I've completed the Easter egg maybe 3 times with me and my friends, and I'm pretty sure, like, I've had, like, multiple downs every game in that boss fight.
Killing freak bags. I want to know what happens.
Like, it's a challenging boss fight, and it's a pretty fun Easter egg. Like, it doesn't feel, I guess, super, like, draining by any means.
Just disappear.
I mean, it's good. Like, it's like the Easter egg itself is fine. The story is pretty interesting now, just because it's kind of tying Black Ops 4 into it again, which again is kind of like,
Sounds like one of the generators.
where is this kind of coming from in a way? Like, I think that's pretty cool that they're actually trying to bring back something that Black Ops 4 I think lost a lot of parts of the community. I know I was not a Black Ops 4 enjoyer, mostly because of the perk system,
Reverse fire, can ya? Good work.
which you know, again,
Is back.
I think when it comes down to just like the movement of the player, or like how the player moves and stuff like that, I think when it comes down to like something like that,
Be able to find a good use for this.
and then of course just getting stuck on random stuff, that's great too. But like, I don't even want to play this solo though, and to be completely honest,
Not in the mood for this shit.
yeah, I was gonna say I didn't even really want to play this thing solo. I mean, if I start Origin solo, I'm fine, but like, we lost so much ground already, being already round 10, that it's just like, why keep going? We lost so many points already. But yeah, I actually want to see, because this is way off topic, but I gotta see right now who's heading to the Super Bowl here, boys. Who is heading to the Super? Philadelphia put up 55 points, and then Bills are now beating the Chiefs. That's crazy. Oh wow, okay. We literally just joined the party after leaving that, and we're already into it. There we go. So hopefully everyone doesn't leave this time, and we're not stuck around 10 playing solo Origins. However, we're back into
So my poor commanders are dead.
I know, I saw. I just checked. If you watch the stream, I was just checking because I just got a notification saying Bills just took the lead against Chiefs. Okay.
Hi, stream.
No one's here. But
Hi,
it's okay.
stream.
But it's okay.
That's why you acted so dissatisfied that I came in.
Yes.
You playing with friends?
No, randoms. And it's probably going to blind me because that's what Origins does. Let's see. Bye. Oh, okay. Where are we at? Move, brother.
You are Edvard Richtofen?
We do not have much time.
Man,
They will return soon. We need to get the one
man spawned in and was sprinting at me.
They are essential to our survival.
Your nation's
Oh, that's just a light. I'm like, what is that? Anyway, since we had to check what's going on in the NFL playoff here. What was I talking about? Oh, all the like actual core gameplay mechanics of Black Ops 6, right? Is like Black Ops 4, the perk system ruined it for me. I didn't feel like adding health and then these other things that they kind of, I guess, gave the player, but like both perk-wise, as well as just being able to, I guess, like pack a punch multiple times. Like something just felt weird about it, and I didn't like it. It's kind of the way I see it is, so Black Ops 4 introduced Blackout, which was like their battle royale mode, and I felt like it was just like that in itself was like, that's how the guns felt. The guns felt like a multiplayer slash like Blackout kind of mode. It didn't feel like a what's it called? Like a zombies experience. And that's how I really feel about Black Ops 6. And really Call of Duty from here, or from kind of there on out with it.
At least I'm still in one piece.
Is I felt like it was, instead of tailoring the game mode to true zombie fans and their experience, it was instead tailored
We will crush our enemies! Oh, perhaps this weapon was buried by the Germans, men.
Let's see if the German was telling the truth.
eh?
Oh, this thing just spat out a weapon.
We're a team player here.
What manner of sorcery is this?
The fact I got the two worst perks.
Alright, I think I got it now.
Perhaps the spirit of
I got the two worst perks right now, boys.
I've never seen half of these weapons. Must be some top secret German program.
Guy not happy. I like how he literally just turned on his mic just to be mad at life. Poor guy. However, we are going to see.
Damn it. Barely moving this mud. Almost too easy.
What's this man saying? This man's living life, that's for sure. Alright, let's turn on. Well, they didn't even turn on the other generator. But I guess we'll turn on this one, I guess.
Watch the light! Watch the light!
Okay, let's focus here real quick. on getting getting this thing completed. This is terrible. But I don't know. I just feel like Black Ops 6 though. It's just something's missing. And like, to be honest, since I think our last live stream, I have not
Haven't got many shells left.
I don't really know what that guy was doing. But since since like the last stream or whatever, I really just haven't dealt with Black Ops 6. Like, I don't really care about it. I don't like there's nothing driving me to play it. Is the camo grind's just terrible. I can't really say the at least we got rid of our meal kick, I guess. But yeah, I can't really say the camo grind's bad. Or not camo grind. The multiplayer's bad because I think the multiplayer is decent. The maps I'm not a huge fan of. Yeah, I mean, it runs okay, but I'm not like, it's not great. Like, I think it's still better than certain multiplayer maps, but it's definitely not like of any that like I truly care about, I guess. I don't know if that's like a good way of saying that. But like, I'm definitely not like, oh yeah, I'm excited to play this. And zombies, I mean, most of you guys know how I feel about the zombies.
Can you hear me?
It's awful. Like, I like, and I don't think
I'm trapped here.
there's no way around it for me. Is the core gameplay, meaning when you spawn in, what you have to do to kind of, in a way, get set up for the map, and you know what high rounds look like, and not even high rounds, but like the setup process takes you to a point where it shouldn't even be called a setup process, because like, that's the game. Like, there isn't a setup process for it. It's not like, it's not even considered a setup process. You can't call it that, because a setup process is kind of like, oh, what I have in my game, or like kind of at a certain point of being like, oh, I can kind of chill and camp and be good, right? There's not really that thing for Black Ops 6, right? I mean, other than building the wonder weapon, you know, something along those lines. Alright, let's grab Jug. But other than like that kind of perspective of things, of like, oh, I am settled, there really isn't a, oh yes, I'm good. Like, until like round like 25 and maybe even like close to round 30, is you really don't have that, oh, I like, yes, I'm glad this dude's got 10 out of 10 vision right now. I don't think he's seen. Man's in his own world right now. Oh, he's ready to rumble. Okay. You can't call that there's a setup process for Black Ops 6. You can't call it that. They integrate the setup process with the gameplay, I think, in the worst way. Being, oh, find salvage, and then also use your points to pack-a-punch your weapon 3 times. That's not... that's really not a setup process.
I hope it changes things for the better.
You know, like, and again, you can't change my mind about that. A setup process, like, is like this, is you can open up the map, you can hit the box, you can pack a punch once, you get your perks, and, like, probably by, like, round 15, to depend, like, I mean, it really depends on how good you really are, but for the most part, you're set up by, like, round 15. Meaning you have the guns you want, and you, like, you're kind of, in a way, waiting to either do something else, like, oh, find the wonder weapon, or build it, or actively building wonder weapon, doing the Easter egg, or you're set up to where you're, you know, just trying to get, what is it, like, doing the Easter egg, or high round attempt with those weapons. Like, there's not much else with it. Like, it's self-explanatory, it's easy to understand what the setup process is for a map like Origins even. But when you get into, I think, the extra stuff, that being like, oh, now you need salvage to do all this stuff, and you really only get a X amount of salvage per thing, so, like, good luck, I guess. Like, no, that's not okay, I guess. I don't know.
There's significance
I don't know who needs to hear that. Like, I don't know if the Treyarch team needs to hear that, but integrating the gameplay into what your progress as a character, that's not right.
He said
It should be two separate things. Like, I don't want to have to wait till round 20 plus to finally have my full potential weapon. Now, of course, there are, you know, gobblegums. You can hit the box for different rarities. Again, I don't believe in that. I feel like, if anything, they should have just made salvage a alternative point system.
Father said the chambers were doorways, opened by the songs of the ancients.
Do that.
Harness the elements.
And then let's also go over here. These guys still don't have, like, they haven't done, like, any generators, bro.
We'll call this payment for services rendered. Can't do shit without ammo.
Initiating conversion sequence.
These bastards are appearing at a thin
They must have got, like, good perks from that drop. Meaning Jug and Stamina. Or at least Jug. We did not get good perks. We got Deadshot and Meal Kick. But we're out here. But yeah, I don't know. The tomb just seems, and again, I think the tomb's it's the gameplay of it, not gameplay. The layout of it's gonna be great. The boss fight's gonna be great, / the Easter egg. Like, I don't think any of that people are, I guess, worried about. If that's the right, I don't know if that's the correct term with it. But I truly don't think that's something that they should be worried about. Because I think Black Ops 6 so far has proven that they can make a map.
Heads up, the robot's coming this way.
And they don't really need, like, I guess, all this extra stuff with it to be able to, or like, they've been able to successfully craft a map. Though, again, there's been a couple, couple things where it's like, oh, I wish you could just do this, or wish you couldn't just do this. Like, there's obviously been things along those lines that have, like, that question's been popped up in a way. But I don't think that's, again, that doesn't take away from any other map. Like, every other map has had similar...
Greater good.
Does bro need help?
Lock it up, freak bag.
Bro got the HVK and is complaining. Calm down, brother. Man puts on his mic like once every like 3 years, and all he does is complain. Yeah, that sounds like his problem. But I do want to talk about just some things that I think are like, what are you doing in a way for Black Ops 6, and more so for DLC 2, because some of the things just I don't get, and I would like to kind of know more so, like, not why, because obviously I'll never understand why they do certain things with the maps.
I'm all out.
But, like, you boil it even down to just simple thing. Wait, what is this doing? Is this ICR? Yes, please.
Kidding me. How does that work?
You boil it down to even some of the simple things of, like, depth perception. It's a remade thing. Like, depth perception has been a thing for a while. Like, I mean, it's been definitely, like, multiple Call of Duties that this thing's been in now. And it's like, okay, this wasn't the thing that, like, people were like, oh, this is what the map needs. Or this is what Black Ops 6 needs. And even then, I don't think it answers a lot of the problems Black Ops 6 has. Like, again, like, one of the augments is, like, another chance for, like, increased salvage drop. It's like, you don't think, like, if you need 4 perks at this point, I'm kind of making up a number here, but 4 perks, let's just say, to identify that, like, oh yeah, another perk to help me gather salvage. Pretty sure salvage is the issue. Now, again, I think what would have been a cooler way to do it is use your points for all this other stuff, and salvage is what, like, maybe upgrades the Pack-a-Punch machine itself, and you slowly make it to where it can upgrade your weapons further. Like, I could see something along those lines of, like, hey, you need this plus a certain amount of salvage in order to upgrade your gun to tier 2.
Freaks don't stand a chance.
I don't know where this guy's at. I don't know if he went down here. He did not go down there. Mauser. Head back over here and try filling up this case. I don't know what this dude doing out here. Man's went down 5 times. I think yeah, that's him. I also like that he's talking and the other guys are in game chat this whole time.
Crazy place. Another crazy place.
Poor guy. I don't know what this man doing. And where's the last zombie too?
It's one of the songs.
We do have the gramophone. I'm gonna grab the wind staff one. Maybe that's what he's doing. That is what he's doing.
Sounds like one of the generators is under attack.
I want to go back and try to finish this box. feel like ooh. Hurry up, zombies. I don't know. It's not a great nuke.
Move! Careful, the robot's approaching. Keep killing freak bags. I want to know what happens.
Unfortunate.
That must have been at least 500 pounds of explosives right there.
Unfortunate. However, did man not go in there? Or did he just place it down? Man just stole the gramophone. Pretty sure it's in fire tunnel. But like, okay. Well, we're trying to losing our track of where we need to be here.
I dug us up some good luck.
So I know we mentioned depth perception, right? But then you get this other part of it, right? Of okay, so salvage. I just don't think is the right thing for Call of Duty, especially zombies wise. I just think it adds something that the zombies doesn't need at all. So like, why do it? Like, and that's how I feel about it. It's like, why do something that? Let's grab this one.
Heads up, the robot's coming this way.
Grab this. We can exit. Run down, place it.
At least I'm still in one piece.
Ain't that swell. Oh no. Mama! I knew he was near. I don't know where.
Fire in the hole!
Where did dude place the gramophone then? Like, you don't need it anywhere else, dude. You can literally place it in the best position.
Damn it. Barely move in this mud. Be careful, the robot's approaching.
Maybe now we can finally use the gramophone? Oh, this is a race against time right here.
The little girl's right. We may need this right here.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up! Papa Panza.
I'll take this. You never know.
I don't know how, but
Alright, man man was gunning for me. Anyways, I just, okay, depth perception, I know they're adding back the PPSH, and then I think they're, ice staff, obviously. I'm not sure if they're bringing back all of these staffs. I think there's going to be the ice staff, and then potentially some, like, completed Easter egg variant of something.
Looks like we just got loaded up.
Which, again, I'm not, like, saying that's bad or anything. Like, I think having an ultimate staff that every player can use or something, again, if that's going to be the case, I don't know. But I think that would be a cool idea of everything. I think it would have been better if there was all elemental staffs, and then you kind of sacrificed all 4 staffs for, like, the, I guess, Easter egg staff kind of thing. I think that would be pretty cool. But again, I can't really, can't force Treyarch to do anything here. But all I'm saying is, I don't know. Am I excited for it? No, I'm not. I think the map layout's gonna be great. I was hoping this was the guy that left. I do have to find my Easter egg guide for this right now. Do I know where it's at? Yes, it's under one of these papers. I don't know where it's at, though, in all honesty. Would you stop it? I need to find my... Dude, I definitely need to work on this biker thing. Origins Easter egg. I found it, boys. Had a whole train of zombies over here, but we found it. Of course it's the wrong sheet! This is after I build all the staffs. Lightning staff, here we go. Oh, I need the wind staff, but... Okay.
You don't get to walk away.
Let's... Let's do this here, boys. Alright,
See if this works.
alright.
you solved the chain
Okay.
puzzle.
Let's
How did you know what to do?
get out of here. After nearly dying out here. Oh, you know what? We did it. Let's do it. this boy. We're muting him. We are. Kinda want this guy to break my shield, thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, let's do that. Let's do this part really quick.
We need to get this operational.
And then I do want to get stamina up, or not stamina up, speed cola, all the good stuff of Origins. And there is a reason why we're playing Origins too, because the map itself is a not a replicated thing of Origins. I'm not gonna say that, but you know, obviously when you call something the tomb, you refer to it as, oh, we're going to the excavation site. There's some correlation there of, you know, correlation or two of this map and what the tomb may bring to us. But again, am I saying like, oh, that's the issue here? No. Like, kind of do whatever you want. Like, I'm fine with, you know, because again, Origins, obviously they did something right for the community here. But I think the issue for me stands more so with the fact of the other things aren't original. Like augments, okay, I guess that's the original part of what they're doing. But I still don't think that being it is good enough. That one. I also completely forgot how this thing goes. So I think we need to do this one. I was hoping. Okay. There we go. We did it, boys. We should have did the ice staff, but that... Oh, actually, the one dude actually didn't do it. Wait, can we place this down? Or I guess we could go to the crazy place and place it down. You have received the ice staff. Oh. Okay. I don't know who has it. Oh. Be crazy that this guy does it. Oh, and then we can do the we can pack real quick. That'd be glorious. Jeez, who hurt my man? I just wanted to pack a punch. Wow, dude had the ray gun. You better not. Yeah, I think. Yo, wait, what is the Panzer doing? The Panzer got glitched out. What is this? There's two, sir. There's been a second Panzer. Oh, we knocked him out. William.
Crossed a line.
The Panzer got knocked. I guess we'll never know what the that max ammo, I guess, huh? Unfortunate. Hey, we got a max ammo anyway. Cool.
Can't remember the last time I tasted sugar. Like basic rations.
Wonderful, even. I really just think, like, Black Ops 6 entirely, they like, I don't know. It's been a weird thing with me because like I feel like me and my friend, and even whenever we do play or whatever, we talk about this frequently of just like how the like he mentions like, oh, the old CODs are kind of the bad ones in a way, like they're boring. I can see it. However, the setup portion. I'm not a big high rounder by any means.
German was right.
I'm a, hey, let's do, whether it's the Easter egg or like, hey, let's get to maybe round 30 or something like that. Like, let's have a good game of zombies and then like quit, die, whatever it may be. We move on from there, right? That's how I am with zombies. Is I really could care less if I have this overpowered wonder weapon and I can get to round 100 million with it, or if I have a crappy wonder weapon that, hey, it gets me through the Easter egg. You know, something along those lines where it's not overpowered or anything like that, but it kind of works, if you know, that's the right word for it. We definitely will take the ice staff, though. That is all I'm saying right now. Is we will yoink. We will yoink the ice staff. I don't know where this last zombie is, bro. I guess that means we can kind of chill a little bit. I guess I could go grab. Guess I could do this and go grab the shard for the electric staff or lightning staff. I really don't like the lightning staff just because I don't know the things with it. Like, I know how many times to turn it if I'm on solo. I don't know, like, what direction they're supposed to be in. Oh, yeah. That's trippy. If you lay down in this, it makes it look like you're the one spinning. But you're not. Now, I was at the end there, but... There we go. Guess we can wait here till probably the round. Oh. The man has left because this dude has not taken care of the zombie. But now is finally here. All right. Good. Let's get the ice staff. This dude better not leave.
Freak dirtbags are attacking the generators.
Or better yet, go get it, boy.
Trade for this. Go any other
Dead?
way.
Though lost for centuries, the power of the ice staff is now in your hands. Power of the wind is yours.
Dead?
Soon, I will be free. I know I will.
Oh. Okay. Wasn't really expecting to teleport out here, but it's okay. Alright, we're gonna try to see if maybe I can do this. I don't really care about the conversion generators in all honesty. But this. We're just out here losing the generator.
Can't let him capture that generator.
Oh wait, I can use the other ability of it.
Watch the light! Watch the light!
Okay.
Heading for the generators!
Alright, let's take care of these boys. Because these boys are not stopping. Apparently.
Keep going with you.
Freak bags. Picked up the wrong brain.
Okay, okay.
Shit! Watch your back! They're all over us! Come on, sons of bitches!
I forget how good this thing actually is. But I think that's the other bad thing about it.
Gonna be a long
Is I'm
winter for you.
almost guaranteed, or guaranteed, proper word,
Can't be.
Do not think me ungrateful.
I'm keeping you around. If things get any worse, I'll use you as bait. Running real low on ammo here. Damn mud's slowing me down.
Come.
Through talking to you.
Alright. Hey, bud. Man's out here. Hey, bud. Hey, dude.
Tough old bastard's back. He's not alone. What the
All right.
fuck? Who's dropping bombs?
I got something great this time.
I'm sure you did, Buttercup.
Fine.
Oh my god.
This mistake was touching me.
I got something good this.
Imagine this work.
Man really said I got something good this time. A few months later.
Only fool would stand before such a whip.
Legendary sentence from the man.
Damn. I hope it works a whole lot better in a taste.
But like, I don't know. I'm hoping, and I honestly did this with Citadel Day more too, is hoping that it would kind of rekindle or like figure out a way to make the zombies experience enjoyable again for me, as far as newer zombies experience. And again, the map layout and the actual like Easter egg / boss fight, all that fun stuff was just that. It was fun. Like, there was, I don't think there was anything like, I guess, wrong with it necessarily. Like, good and bad things were, you know, I think part of it too, as most zombies games or maps are.
Not today.
Oh,
That must have been at least 500 pounds of explosives right there.
we're just gonna be out here trying to get maybe the golden shovel or something. I don't know. Might as well try doing something out here. Since, oh, there goes man.
Picked on the wrong Marine.
There goes SpongeBob. Falling down again. So I think I'm gonna chill out there. Try getting that chest done.
You don't seem to understand. I'm trained for this.
Okay. I think this is a,
Someone better have my back.
good weapon.
Not in the mood for this shit.
I think easy.
Keep killing freak bags. I want to know what happened. in pieces.
Let's go try. Oh wait, is he up? Yeah. I don't know what man was thinking.
Jam here.
Like, why are you inside? Got no reason to be in there.
Heads up, the robot's coming this way. We got a break here. Grab as many weapons from the box as you can. You freaks, don't stand a chance.
Yeah, go. Go, Saint Secret.
Decent firepower, and it won't weigh me down too much.
Thanks. Did you come back for me, bro?
What can this be?
Can't survive.
Weapons, it's like they don't belong here. Let me go.
I can't survive.
I think we're...
Poor guy. Poor guy. man, I don't think he stood a chance in this one. I don't think he stood a chance in this one, boys. I know I've been kind of off and on here, but you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna stay. We're gonna actually just hold the gameplay off for a sec, because I'm gonna just put this up here for right now. But we're gonna talk a little bit just undistracted here about the tomb, right? That's coming out. We kind of were off and on about it. So again, the map Easter egg storyline of it, I'm not concerned about. The concern about it, in all honesty, is when I load it back up, it's still Black Ops 6, right? And Black Ops 6 is terrible as far as gameplay of zombies. The maps themselves, between Liberty Falls, Terminus, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but Terminus still, I mean, it was still like a solid map itself. I wasn't crazy about it, but whatever. Citadel de Mort, I think, was really good. As far, again, this is map layout wise, structure, the atmosphere with it. I mean, Liberty Falls kind of sucked with atmosphere, but like, as far as just the overall essence of those maps, or of the 3 maps that we have so far, they're solid. The Easter eggs, I think, are solid. Liberty Falls is very straightforward. For a new player, like, it's, I think, a great Easter egg for them to start on. It's perfect for, like, someone that just wants to do an Easter egg. Like, just has that, like, oh, I wanna like, do a quick completion of something in a way. I think it's perfect for it. Terminus was not my favorite at all. Like, I didn't like the amalgams or anything like that, and of course they brought them back in Citadel de Mort, which is why I'm not a huge fan of that map. But like, I think they did some good things with it, with the swords, but I think the swords were even underpowered. But now we get this map that, again, you're gonna have the ice staff for sure coming back. I think it's gonna be pretty good. Like, I mean, I'm hoping they make it kind of like, I'm hoping it's better than all the other wonder weapons that we've gotten so far. Like, the jet gun wise, I think has been the best one so far. But it's also on the easiest map, so it's kind of like a Kino kind of vibe, where it's like the easiest map, you know, the safest weapon kind of thing. Like, it makes sense with it, but I'm hoping that, like, oh, this is a difficult map, they make it difficult to achieve this staff, but your reward is the power of this staff. So I'm hoping they go that route with it. But again, like my issue with Black Ops 6 so far has really been they've been just taking stuff from other like past games, even when it comes down to swords, like okay, elemental swords, like oh wow, another 4 elemental wonder weapon kind of thing. And it's not terrible. The only thing was the swords were terrible. Like, you know, like if you're gonna do something like that, like they should have been as good as like the Rise and Drac bows. The bows are, I think as a whole, they're as good. Like if you were to add all of like their abilities, power, all that stuff up and divide it by 4, and same with the staffs from Origins, add up everything, divide it by 4, I'm pretty sure they average out to be about the same, if not potentially better. I'm not sure the movement portions of it. I know Origins, you also get the revivability kind of thing with it. There's a lot of things with both of them, but they're kind of equivalent, if that makes sense. Like you have a really overpowered one, you have other good ones that are good against certain enemies, certain situations. Like you have all those kind of elements with them, and then the swords are just bad. They could have made Citadel Day More could have been one of the best maps if the swords were the best thing in the game. I think a little too easy to achieve, because once you understand how to do them, they are a breeze to do. Like staffs and Origins are still very difficult to this day. The bows from Rise and Drac I think are pretty easy, but they still take a little bit of skill to achieve. Citadel Day More, they're pretty, like, if you understand how to do them, they're pretty easy to kind of put to play what you need to do. Bam, you get them, and now you have an upgraded elemental sword. But again, they kind of are just bad, and I wish they would have made it just a slight, like, a little bit more difficult with it, and then made the swords this incredible wonder weapon. And I kind of hate that they didn't do that. And I'm hoping they do that with this ice staff and all the other things that they may put in this map. But then, you know, they bring back the PBSH depth perception. They bring back mimics. I think mimics were the cooler. Well, I mean, I think even manglers were cool, but they overdid it. I think mimics would be cool in this map if they didn't also bring in the doppelgas, the amalgams, and now they have this guy too. Like, I feel like they should, like, where's the creativity? They literally just, like, they're just going back to old things and are like, oh yeah, this works in here. No, like, it doesn't. And I don't understand why they keep reusing the same things. The abominations. You didn't need those to return from Cold War zombies. You, like, a lot of these things you didn't need to be, like, to return to this game. You didn't. You could have literally restarted things and did something else, and we're like, yeah, like, maybe some things transferred over. Like, okay, I can see, like, manglers. I can see, like, them throwing manglers back into either Terminus or Liberty Falls. Not both. The amalgams, I think, are terrible. Mimics, I thought, were pretty decently balanced because Deadshot was very good in Cold War. But Deadshot kind of sucks now. So mimics are probably going to be pretty annoying to deal with. They used to be a very big abundance of it and very annoying. But they were manageable. Now they're just going to be an abundant annoyance. Which, and again, I could be wrong with it, but that's normally what Treyarch will do. They kind of patched, I guess, Deadshot in a way, but I don't think they're going to take, based off what they did with all the other garbage, that Black Ops 6 is. They're going to take how Mimics played out in past games and plug it the same way into this. And I think it's going to be a crazy amount of them. And unless you're like fully prepared to take them on, like they're just going to be a big annoyance, especially in higher rounds. And I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to the whole map in general. Like I'm the only thing I'm looking forward to is the Easter egg portions of it, the boss fight, and never playing it again. Like that's literally how I did with all the other maps. I don't care about in all honesty, I don't care the PPSH is coming back because Black Ops 6 gameplay isn't fun. So when I get the PPSH, I'm still going to have to get it to gold rarity. I still have to double or triple pack-a-punch it. It wasn't like pulling the dingo out of the box and saying, oh, I don't need to pack-a-punch this. I don't even need double tap right now. This thing is good enough. No, it's, oh, you pick up any gun from the mystery box and you're like, oh, this thing's a piece of garbage, and now I have to spend salvage and essence to upgrade this thing to both rarity as well as pack-a-punch things. I don't agree with it. I really don't. Again, they either needed to take away one or the other thing. Like, make salvage only for equipment-based things and some cooler I think it'd been cool to use salvage for actual crafting things. So like your score streaks, any equipment. I think building traps would have been cool. I think they could have brought back a cool buildable feature. Like even when it comes to shields, all that kind of stuff. I think even when it comes to maybe, like I mentioned, upgrading Pack-a-Punch to where, hey, maybe there's not just one tier of Pack-a-Punch, but now you can go above it. I think using it for your alternative ammo type is fine, but I think that could have been incorporated with upgrading your Pack-a-Punch as well, to where it's still like, oh, I double pack my weapon, but it costs essence, but in order to make the Pack-a-Punch do it, I needed salvage. I don't think salvage should have been part of the game to where if you want to progress the game, you need salvage. I don't think that should have been a thing, because salvage is it's a random thing. Even the perks say, oh, it's an increased chance of salvage drop in situations of like critical damage or just in general. That's stupid. Why are we... Zombies shouldn't be a game of... Like, when it comes to progression of the game, it should not have to deal with a percentage of a chance of something to be dropped. Because what? Then you play one game and you just get all this salvage and it seems like things are just going your way, and then you just have a better game than if you load up and you don't get like any salvage. Like, that's not right. I don't really believe in that. And then also the point system is also terrible too, which again, this is the gameplay portions of it. This is why, like, for Black Ops 6 and the DLC that's coming out next month, I'm not excited for, because the actual core gameplay experience of it is not good. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable. It's, again, you pretty much one and done the thing. Is you get, and I don't know. I literally... And maybe this is just me getting older now. I don't know. But like I watch older YouTubers that like I fell in love with Black Ops 3 with Easter egg guides and all this stuff. And like they're just loving what Black Ops 6 is doing. And it's like, what? And I'm just gonna say this with Noah J, right? He literally was like, oh, there's a new gobblegum that pretty much makes it makes your alternative weapon type increase frequency, so it activates faster, right? It reduces the cooldown of it, and even he was saying like he was gonna be so mad when he uses this, because it's gonna be what Black Ops 3 was and what Black Ops 6 should have been with its weapon types. And I feel the same way with that, with half the things Black Ops 6 has been doing. like salvage drop. Again, easy fix. You make it non-player progressed based system. Again, you don't need an ultimate ammo type. That's not part of your progression. Your progression is how you open up the map. You know, where, like, kind of your box, like, what's your weapon choices, and how you get and actually pack a punch. You know, and also, is there a training spot, all this kind of stuff. Their movement around the map, too. That's a big and, crucial thing for a player's progression. But mostly, it's, hey, I spawn, what perks can I get, what routes can I go to, not only power, but pack a punch, and then also, I need, you know, guns too, so like mystery box choices, wall weapons, stuff like that, and then obviously pack-a-punch is the request for that. Like, those are like, I guess the biggest thing is power, pack-a-punch, or power, gun, power, perks, and pack-a-punch. Those are like the three biggest things. Black Ops 6 has gotten rid of power, mostly, I should say, like, literally every, other than Terminus had like a main power thing, that I think was implemented kind of stupidly. It felt a lot like Firebase Z. Like, in all honesty. That's how I equivalent that map. Like, Zetsubo and Firebase Z merged together and made that. That's how I feel about it. And that might be why I don't really like it. I liked Firebase Z. I think that was, like, a pretty fun map. Especially Easter egg focused wise. But even with camo grinding, that was probably one of my favorite maps for it until for the Forsaken came out. That was probably my go-to just because I had a little bit better training spot for it. And I think you could go through rounds a little faster and like get to pack punch and all that stuff. But I don't know, like just the sequence of events that Black Ops 6 does in their gameplay experience. Like, points are terrible to come by. You just always feel it's underwhelming. I never feel like, I'm not a huge, like, if I get a wonder weapon, like if I were to pull the thunder gun on Kino, I don't want to play with the wonder weapon. I'd rather get like a AK, pack a punch it, get dead wire and train with that, or just get double tap, an AK, pack a punch it, not even alternative ammo type it, and go to town for it with up into like the round 30. But your gun's effective, and now it's all about surviving. But you kind of take away that portions of it, not only with your pack-a-punch and how that, both pack-a-punching and upgrading your weapon system in Black Ops 6, but training in general becomes a hassle because, you can mantle over everything. Nothing's really, it's so open, but you made the zombies kind of so aggressive now that now the armor system is like a crutch to a lot of things, but yet half the time, like the armor system, I don't even understand it still. It's like you get hit, your armor goes down, but you still like lose, like, I don't know. I feel like your armor should literally just be like, I would argue you get one plate of armor and it takes damage for you and you don't get hit for it. It's almost like another jug. That's what I would have wished it would. And then like you have to kill like a special zombie that's, you have to headshot them and then also shoot their chest and you get another armor plate. Or you always just have to buy armor like a shield. Yeah, almost like you should just be able to buy a shield. But the zombies are so aggressive that, like, I don't even know what armor does anymore. Jug really doesn't feel like it works half the time. I don't know. It's just like, you can't do a, no Jug challenge. Because the zombies just continuously become more and more aggressive to the point of where it's just kind of stupid when you play it at a certain round and like that's how it feels. Like the zombies are moving faster than you and you can't really do anything about it. And believe me, this is coming from a guy that like has played some like, or not, I shouldn't say has played, but I have played one zombie map on like PC wise. But when I was big into like open world zombie games, things like that, and like we're doing a lot of research and like trying to figure out like what kind of really good open world zombie maps are, like survival games and all that, they all said the same thing though, is when companies and developers start trying to make zombies that are faster than the player, it has always been received very negatively. Because at that point, the character is left helpless. You're now, especially, I mean, this is more so for survival games, but when you're trying to do something and your enemy is now after you, whether you have the resources or not, you're making it to where the player now has zero control over that situation. Which, again, you want the player to have control of the situation, but you want to make the environment and the situations around him where it's uncomfortable. You don't want to make it impossible. Like, that'd be like giving a person a wall weapon buy, an MP5 in a perfect training area, but there's no pack-a-punch. So you just gotta sit there powering through the horde, but keep buying ammo, and you're technically fine, but you're putting so much ammo to eventually get down the horde. The situation, like the overall situation for the player, is, hey, I have this weapon, I have the wall weapon, and I have the training area, so this is fine. The situation outside of the player's control is now, I can't pack a punch, but I can still survive. Where in Black Ops 6 situation is your player is kind of, oh, I have these kind of resources for me, but outside of me, I have faster zombies than me. I have just, like, almost unfairness in a way of, like, if I jump over this car, like, I'm still getting hit. I'm still kind of getting, like, it's brutal of how, like, things go in this game, or in Black Ops 6. And, you just feel like no matter what you do and what you try to do, whether you slide past a zombie, you try juking them, whatever, they have a pre-swipe motion to where it doesn't matter. You're going to get hit, and whether that's through your shield or just, hey, you were red screen and you try sliding past a zombie, and of course they pre-swipe you, so as you're sliding they still hit you and now you're dead. It's annoying, and in all honesty, you're not, like, it's not an enjoyable experience. And again, I don't know how that got past testing where they're like, yes, send it, this is what people want. They don't. They don't want it. That, or here's another option, is if developers, if they truly are like, this is what people want, they want round-based zombies. Facts. We want round-based zombies back. That is a fact. We also don't want, like, these crazy giant, like Liberty Falls, for instance. It's this giant map that, in all honesty, you could have made it boots on the ground, meaning, like, you can't climb over everything and all this stuff. You could have made it that way. Like, you literally could have made it like Kino, and I think it would have been very enjoyable. Because now, like, you're not just jumping over everything. You're in control of the zombies. You tighten it down a little bit to where now it's like, oh, this is the back streets of wherever this map is supposed to be from. But at least you feel a little bit more constrained. Your player's not just jumping over everything. You can still make minimal movements like that. Like, you can adjust the map to where it's like, oh, this car is broken down to where it's like a ramp where you can jump onto by the motel or something like that. You can still make things where it's like, oh, this little shortcut for yourself, which is fine. I think that's great. I love, like, shortcuts that, you know, just make things, like, that's probably one of my favorite things to do at the start of a Liberty Falls game, is jump on that car and jump on that ledge to get up there and kill all, like, the 7 zombies or whatever that spawn from that little hotel or motel room. It's a great little thing. But they don't need, I don't think, like, getting stuck on something, I think, is just stupid for this day of age zombies. Like, things should be rendered nicely. I shouldn't run through a room and get stuck on this random brick that, for whatever reason, just so happens to get the player stuck. You know, or like getting stuck on a zombie after they hit you, like World at War days, where like you literally would get glued to the zombie, and that's mostly what ended up killing you. But like those kind of things, yes, they should not exist anymore. But in return, that doesn't mean I should be able to go, like, in my room, or this room, for instance, I shouldn't just be able to climb over everything. Like, calm down, child. Like, it's okay. You can walk around things. And I think that makes for, like, Easter egg hunts and all that so much better, because you're not just able to go everywhere. And now it makes it to where, hey, this room, I can only come in, take a right, and now I have to look around the room. I'm not jumping over everything. Like, you would think with how many things like that could be just like destroyed, moved around, like by jumping around everywhere, you'd think there'd be some crazy Easter eggs of like, oh, if you dive on this table, all the papers fly away, except like for one or two, and they have an Easter egg code on them. Like, you would think with all that, like, things that could potentially happen now, like, oh, you break this window and you can still climb through it, all this stuff, you'd think there'd be a lot more Easter eggs with all this stuff. But there's not. So why do it? Why, like, I'd rather be able to walk around a car flawlessly than be able to just jump over it, but yet you're still getting hit from zombies and all this other stuff. Like, I think just having that as an unplayable car and not being able to do that, I would much rather prefer that. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. This is it's gonna be an interesting okay, we did stop that. It's gonna be an interesting DLC. I know it's not gonna be out for a little while, but let me know what you guys think about it. If you guys watched the trailer or just what is coming out in the actual map. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys can, hit that like button, comment below what else you guys do want to see. We'll probably, I mean, we are going to be streaming it and all that stuff. Like, we are going to play it. And then obviously do the Easter egg. Might post a couple videos about like certain things of like boss fights and cutscenes, stuff like that. But as far as that, that's probably it. Unless it's great. Unless they figure it out, DLC 2, of how to make a perfect map that works with Black Ops 6 system. I don't think they will, but we'll see what happens here. But again, if you guys have any suggestions, whether it's live streams, videos, or shorts, leave them all in the comments below. And if you guys are new to the channel, means that you guys do hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out, and have a good